Hey there, welcome back to our Tibet campaign, where in the previous episode we finished our war against the Wylie tribe over here, and our allies, the Waitsu tribe, called us in to help them. And to be honest, I kind of regret doing that because they have proven not to be able to handle this war on their own. So we're gonna have to help them deal with this for now, or at the very least, be able to peace out relatively soon. How soon can I do that? Let's see what it says. I can peace out no sooner than June of next year. It's September right now, so basically 6 months, a bit more than 6 months, 9 months, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna just continue with this, and then maybe focus a little bit more internally. I'm gonna try to get Parthia as an ally because then I would feel a lot safer to go after the Yankai, for example. Yankai look pretty tough. They have more pops than we do. So yeah, that might be a goal for this episode or maybe the next one. But yeah, why don't we get started? I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually deal with this Scorn family issue we got here. And it looks like the Gurub family wants at least one more person in office somewhere. So why don't we take a look at our offices here? And yeah, so we have this is the one person of that family that we have employed. So where can we look to? Well, this is interesting over here, actually. We look at this position, which reduces aggressive expansion. We have someone who is not only part of a family that I think is part of the main family, but she's kind of terrible at it, to be honest. So maybe we should replace her with someone like this guy right here. That would be perfect. So that solves that issue. And he should be a lot better at it. And I might also fill out this trade route here. What do I want to do for this? We've got all the things that we need. We've got dates and cloth, fish, honey, gemstones, stone, and livestock. We're getting the surplus for all of them, so I might maybe go for something that's like worth a lot, like maybe some precious metals or something. We'll just get that. It's worth a decent bit amount of money. And also, we can't forget we need to employ a governor here. So who do I want to do for that? Well, this woman looks all right. She gives us a fort defense bonus, which is useful, as well as she has the assertive trait, so that will increase the commerce income. Not that I expect there to be a lot of commerce going on here. Slave output might be pretty good. But let's go with this. Proud and assertive. Those are good things. I'll put her in there. And yeah, we're already like... It is somewhat disloyal. It will be... it will be somewhat disloyal, but it's not too bad. It's pretty manageable right now. Though that might be worse once at some point in the future I go to military service. I do plan on going to military service to beef up our levies for a bit, and that's going to make the unintegrated cultures of our kingdom here relatively disloyal. So also, before I start dealing with this war that we've got going on here, I'm going to go into our prison and look for the people that we've just captured. I can't sell you just yet because you are 15, but I will start selling everybody else. Like so. And I might use this money to build another fortress. Where do we want to be doing that now? Let's see where it says. So we've got one building over here, so we need to build one in Soho. Okay. Soho it is. And now let's send these guys over here. Now I don't believe I can't take land from these guys because they are a junior partner in the war, and I'm a junior partner in this war. So instead of going after them, I'm going to go after them instead and try to go after this fortress right here. Looks like our allies are going to lose this fortress right just about now. Wouldn't be such a terrible thing, like, if they just peaced out. I wouldn't complain about that. But we're starting to rack up some aggressive, or not aggressive expansion, some war exhaustion, which is a little irritating. Oh, and they did. They just pieced out. They just pieced out. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. And you know what? I am going to break this alliance. Like so. And I'm going to try to maybe improve opinions with the Huji clan. And at some point, I would like to also ally Parthia. That's going to be kind of difficult. Because, let's see, yeah, well, there I am at war. That's what's kind of making it really hard right now. That's giving a minus 30 penalty right there. So, I could go for research points, but I kind of want more money. So I'm going to go with that for now. I'm going to send my levies down here just, just to have them close to Maria, just in case Maria comes knocking, which I don't think they will. They're not planning my demise anymore, which is a good thing. They haven't been doing that. They haven't thought about that for a long time. So we have plenty of money, and I might put the rest of that money into another to finish off this mission here. So once we do that, we will be able to do plugging the cracks, which will make it very difficult for Maria to invade us. Make it difficult for anybody to invade us, to be honest. And the rights of Changyi. So we've seen this before, where the youth of which place? Changyi, which is down here. They're partaking in old fertility rites to the chagrin of some of the seers and elders. Yeah, I think at this point we can let him do that. I mean, we've got a great deal of PI, so yeah, let him have at it. Let him do it. And do I want to delete? And yeah, I think I'm going to delete this fortress right here. I can't delete it because the province is too disloyal. So maybe I will delete. I'll delete this one. No, I'll delete this one. Even though this is a better defensive area, I don't want to leave this city too vulnerable. We can summon the War Council. So now we can go after Wulai or Waixu. I believe Waixu we have a truce against them. Do we not? Because we broke the alliance? Yeah. Okay. So we can't attack them for another 5 years. What about Wailu? We can't attack them for another 3 years. Maybe I'll do Wulai. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, the Seleucids seem to be pushing back a little bit. They're taking some territory in the northern part of Parthia here. And Egypt wants to trade with us. Okie dokie. Oh, it looks like our allies have finished their war, so I will disband my levies as soon as they stop moving. So why don't you guys go over here, and we will disband you like so. That's really nice. And when my stability is a little bit higher, I might change laws into the military service law. In the meantime, I might go into fabricating a claim on Yankai. They are at war with Taiyuan. That's a provincial rebellion. Our old allies have resurfaced here, interestingly enough. The Qin now want our help in fighting... Oh, this looks like a pretty big war. Or no, it's not. It's not. It's just these 3 nations here. Well, I'll say yes to that. And I probably won't do anything. So we're going to fabricate a claim on these guys here. I would like to get a ally here with like Huji, for example. They're kind of beastly. They look kind of tough. They could help us out with Yankai. Parthia would be a very nice ally to have. That would just have like 2 pretty big allies on either side of us to help us against Maria. And Kalinga's looking pretty good, but oh geez, they've got a civil war brewing. That's not a good sign. You don't want to see that. Okay, well, since we're on the verge of finishing our missions, at least all the missions that require things like spending money or I think it's going to be a good time for us to start building some cities, especially in our home region of Tibet. I think we need to start focusing on building some cities in here. So, like, how much does it cost for us to do that? 150 gold and 37 PI. That's not bad. We can invest our splendor into one of these bonuses here. We could get convincing conversions, which would give us a 0.05 bonus to conversion speed. That I might have considered before going to the religious conversion law we did last episode. Mercenary armies, like mercenary army maintenance is pretty good. That's pretty, might consider that. Legion maintenance cost isn't really an issue right now because we don't have legions. Aggressive expansion impact minus 10%. Oh, that's nice. But maybe I'm going to go with this. Found city cost modifier. Because I think these are permanent bonuses, are they not? So I'm going to spend that. And if I click on this here. Yeah. Building it. That's until the end of the game. We just have that till the end of the game. So that's pretty sweet. I'm going to do that. And that makes it just a little bit cheaper. Just a little bit cheaper to build cities. And yeah, that's definitely something that I want to start doing soon. Oh, we have some mercenaries hired from Bactria. They're getting involved. They are at war with Comaria. These guys over here. Oh, they're having a little provincial revolt, I see. Well, Parthia seems... Oh, Parthia has actually officially ended their war. So... See, if I were to send them a gift... That would cost 66 gold. That'd be quite a bit. What about Huji? They are minus 25. I could send them 22 gold. Maybe I'll do that. How close are we? Minus 12. And we've only just really started improving relations. Oh, my cat is up now. She's just walking around being really annoying. I apologize for that. Okay. Well, before I go to war against Yankai, I'm definitely going to change laws here and go into the military service law. Because that will just, that'll increase our levies quite a bit. Our levies are growing slightly. They're not as good as they were when we were a tribe. But they are slightly growing. Well, it looks like Chin's taking care of business over here. They're really cleaning up. They're really cleaning up these smaller nations. The faith of Ongma. Never has a more devout woman existed than Ongma Spa. Our people clamor at the very door of the temple, demanding that we declare a feast in her honor. I could say she is but a modest woman, or I could spend 18 gold and get 6 stability as well as religious and tech investment bonus for the next 47 months. Yeah. Okay. Could do that, and now we could go maybe to the military service. I think I will. Okay. Now let's see, does that have an effect? That yeah, our levies are decently sized now. They're almost what they were. Our Tibet levy is almost what it was when we became a just before we became a monarchy, and we could invest in another civic focus for our leader. I think I'll go with build cost. Does that apply to cities? Like, does the build cost apply to cities? No, it doesn't. Okay. But now our stability is rather low. It's at 34. And now that we have that law, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some more. Like, we might have some provincial rebellions at some point. We go over here. Yeah, it's a little bit worse now. It's a little bit worse. But it's still, I still think it's manageable. Okay, it seems Changma Owo has gotten her hands on a lot of wealth as she has started investing a great deal of silver into building a reputation for herself lately. Though it is unclear exactly where she found these riches, her efforts are surprisingly effective. With her increased popularity, Changmo has started vying for a more powerful position in Tibet, shamelessly comparing herself to Raja Keshispa. Um, See, if I say she will quiet down in time, hopefully, she will gain a little bit of popularity. Or she's already gained popularity and some corruption, but we would lose a little bit of popularity, and she would lose a little loyalty. But if I say time to share with the rest of us, we would gain some tyranny as well as some gold, and she would gain, or she would even lose even more loyalty. But she's already, yeah. I'm going to tell her to share. We're going to tell her to share that wealth with us. Why not? She should share. So we're doing pretty good for gold here. Maybe I think what I will do is invest in a noble district. That way we can get more pops wanting to be nobles, and that's what's really driving our research right now. Research hasn't gotten better. It has gotten better for sure. And we're almost on the verge of maxing out our military traditions, which I would like to start using on our Tibet traditions here. One of our researchers died, so we're gonna have to replace him. All this guy looks good. He has a decent martial skill, and he's also intelligent. And we are on the verge of fabricating a claim against Yankai. But I would really like... Ooh, we are very close. We are very close to forming an alliance with Parthia. What about Huji? -4. If I give them military... They're at war with Waixu, our old allies. So if I give them military access, they would accept that. Okay. Why don't I do that as soon as we can here on January 9th? We now have a casus belli against Yankai. Chin wants our assistance again. Who are you at war with now? Oh, this is another provincial rebellion. Okay. Well, let me just form this alliance here. Okay, I will say yes to that. So that looks like a decent ally right there. I will help, or say that I will help, the Qin dynasty. And Parthia, see, yeah, we are at war, which now has reduced your opinion of us somewhat. I could send 70 gold your way. Well, I think we just gotta wait a few months here. And we... Oh! What's going on with Parthia? Parthia looks like it's losing this war against... Yeah, it says +40 for Comaria versus Bactria. How is Comaria winning this? I'm guessing Bactria's forces are like all the way over here or something, fighting the Seleucid revolt, and they're not able to deal with this. But it doesn't look good for Bactria right now. Another one of our researchers died. I guess we will hire you. Yeah, it looks like this province is now starting to become an issue. We could invest in a special pop, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. I'm just going to wait for Parthia. Who's fighting the Maurya? What? You are fighting Maurya, actually? Take Arya. So who is starting this war? That's their problem. So Maurya must be starting this war. Ooh, Nelly. Okay. That's interesting. Is there anybody else that we can potentially ally that might be useful? I'm not sure. But... Ooh, these guys have also won their independence somehow. And this is what we need to complete the Master of the Horse mission here. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with plugging the cracks. And that will give us some nice bonuses. We have no doubt that in the future, on one dark day, the armies of the invader will spill over the horizon and make their way into our homeland. Although we cannot promise that this misfortune will never happen, we can ensure that we are prepared for that moment when it arrives. By building fortresses near every mountain pass that we control on our border, we can at least say that we won't be caught unawares. So that gives us some nice bonuses that I believe are permanent bonuses till the end of the game. We get a fort defense bonus, fort maintenance bonus, and hostile attrition, which is really nice. So if Marius comes walking through here, they're going to start seeing their numbers dwindle a bit. But they've got their hands full, to be honest. So, what the hell? Oh, Zhao came through here, did they? I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, maybe once Huji has done this war here, I am going to prepare my armies for the Yankai war here, and I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna take too much land. I'm just gonna try to snake over here, where I can eventually form a claim against Taiyuan. Now, what if instead could they become a client state? Yeah, Fergana province is owned by Tibet or their subject. Well, they don't actually own the entire province, so I'm probably going to have to snake over there. Do I want to consider doing that now? Kind of nervous because like they're not small. Legal chicanery here. In an outrageous display of brazen ineptitude, Gon Owo challenged the ownership of a holding belonging to Kiesha Spa this afternoon. With only a set of blatantly forged documents to back up his claim, the proceedings did not last long. Should we press for recompense? I could go for money, in which case this guy would have to pay the state 50 gold. Or I could go for stability. I think I'm going to go for stability instead. That sounds useful. Yeah, so how is this war going for you guys? -4 for Huji. This war should last not too long. So maybe once this war is over, and now Kalinga's calling for our help, they are dealing with the Kalinga revolt. Well, I'll say yes to that. I'm not worried about Maurya right now, because they seem to have their hands full. This is kind of an interesting choke point that Parthia has with Maurya. I feel like that is actually a rather defensible spot. Like, I'm sure Maurya has more soldiers overall, but this is a very defensible area. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start raising my levies here. I'm going to send them over to the border. And I think we might put a cut in here pretty soon. I'm going to send them over, and then maybe once this siege is over, once this war is over, I'm going to go to war against Yankai, and I'm going to bring the Huji tribe with us. Assuming they're willing. Let's see, how is our leader doing right now? He's 66. He's still healthy. He's still kicking. Oh, no. His younger daughter passed away 5 years ago. I don't remember hearing about that. Pandya is now asking for some hemp. Okay. And we have a decent amount of money and some PI. So why don't I go ahead and invest in a city? We need... Hello. The Dravidian major power of Pandya have declared war on Kalinga. We are now obliged to help. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to deal too much with that. I got my own thing going on right now. So hopefully they don't come up here and try to start stuff with us. I'm going to just take this stability right here. And Let's see, how many pops do they have? 1,500 pops against 1,700. But Kalinga's forces are just a little preoccupied right now. Trade influx. Our trade agreement with Yankee has yielded a splendid return on investments, along with a flow of wealth between our two states. The movement of people is accelerating. Our city of Kyunglang has been obsessed with a wave of fresh migrants, blessed with a wave of fresh migrants who believe that they stand a better chance of building their lives in Tibet. Who are we to deny them? I will say strike the earth. Yeah, a couple of an Ionian citizen and a Taiyuan tribesman will move to Kyunglang. Okay. That's not bad. You know, now that we have some nobles in here, I'd like to build an academy at some point. And, oh, we also have to fill out a trade route here. Let's see, is there anything that we're not getting? Okay, yeah, we're not getting the fish bonus. And I can also get the precious metals bonus. I will do just that. So we are in a decent position now. To start pressing our attack against Yankee. I am going to... Okay, now Huji has just finished their war. Now, if I were to declare war on them, Huji would be willing. So, in the meantime, I might hire some mercenaries. We have the gold for it. And yeah, I think I'm going to have you guys just come up here. And I'm going to maybe just declare this war. How is Maurya? What's Maurya up to? Are they still fighting? It's -8 for Maurya against Parthia. So yeah, hopefully they've got their hands occupied for now. I don't have to deal with them. So I am going to call in Huji. And... you know what? I'm going to call in the Chin, too. I mean, I know they're far away, and there's a good chance they might not even bother. I mean, since I haven't bothered with, like, any of their wars. But I'm going to call them in, and who knows? Maybe they send something. But I'm going to press my claim for Talus here. And we're going to call these guys. We're going to go to war. And I might put in a cut here very soon. If not now. So I'm just going to send these guys over. You guys are, I hope, you do border them. Okay, so there is some incentive for you to come over. And, yeah, I'm going to fill out this trade route here since we just lost something. What are we not getting? Well, we seem to be getting everything, so maybe we can trade for something else now. Trade for some glass. You know, we're not getting the surplus, but that's fine. And, yeah, I think I'm going to put a cut in here for now. This has been a decent episode. We finally finished plugging the cracks, and pretty soon, next episode, we might be able to do Master of the Horse, and then just basically finish the Mountain Kingdom mission tree altogether. This war, I'm going to try to just snake all the way along here, grab this territory, and then immediately fabricate a claim against these guys here and take this land as well. And yeah, that'll be next episode. So stay tuned for that, and hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.